Good evening, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Brother. This is my name is Tinubu. I'm a Yoruba man.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Canada.
All right, sir. The leader of the Yoruba self-determination, Professor Akintoye, said that the bandits have killed 29,000 people so far in Yoruba land. That all they want now.
I was reading it on Punch and Vanguard today.
Yeah.
29,000.
Yeah, that all they want now is Yoruba nation. What is your support towards what he said?
Even generally speaking, number one, I want to let you know I'm a pan-Africanist, not just as a Yoruba man. I see myself as an Africanist. And aside from that,
I'm clapping for you.
if I am to have the option of coming back to life as a Nigerian, I would rather be an Igbo man than even a Yoruba or Hausa man.
And why do you say so?
Just to show you my love for the Igbo people. Number one, growing up, I've always lived with the Igbo. I came from Ondo State, Ikare,
okay,
for that matter. My dad had a 4-flat bedroom, 4-flat, 3-bedroom, 4-flat house. I lived with Igbo. All our tenants has always been Igbo growing up. And aside, actually was what actually gave me the love for the Igbo people.
Wow.
Fortunately enough, when I finished my university, I sat in Anambra.
Wow. They brought you back to the people you love.
I'm telling you, I want to tell you, my 1-year service in Anambra happens to be one of the best period of my life, in my entire life. I served 1999-2006 in Okaititi, Anambra. I think Idemili North local government or something like that.
Yeah.
The way they received me was like their lost son that they've been waiting for. Just to tell you. Like, I can literally walk into any house in Okaititi and eat and sleep over. Just to tell you how accommodating they were. There was one lady, she had a restaurant, they call them Ekpa because they are twins, right in front of the school that I serve. It's Okaititi Girls Secondary School. I never paid throughout my 1 year. I go there every day, eat. I don't know how to describe. When I see some Yoruba people and they having problems with Igbo or Hausa, I just want to say that the problem of Nigeria is not we average people. Either you are Igbo, either you are Yoruba, either you are Hausa. So we are not the problem. The problem is our leaders, the people representing Igbo, the people representing Yoruba, the politician representing Hausa. Those are our problem. I never had issue with I would have been married to Igbo if I had lived like 2-3 years in Anambra State. Even after my NYC service, my principal, the principal of the school, got me a job and asked me to stay. I was teaching maths and accounting in the secondary school. She called a PTA meeting that the parents will be paying me salary until Anambra State approved me as a teacher. Just to tell you how accommodating they were when I was there for that 1 year period. You know what I mean? So when the issue of like ethnicity, tribalism, when I see it in Nigeria, I get so disappointed. I get so disappointed. Throughout my life, people that make meaningful meaning to my life were Igbos. More Igbos than even Yorubas. Even in Canada here, that I am. I have gotten assistance from various Igbo guys that I met, Igbo's lady that I met. So, but generally speaking, I just want to simplify it. Nigerian situation is actually a mathematical equation. It needs to be simplified. How do you simplify it? You have to break it down step by step to arrive at the answer. Nnamdi and Nnamdi Kanu is not a role model. He is a prophet, my brother, a prophet of our own time. Calling him a role model is like underestimating him or demoting him even. He's a prophet because all he has said, all he has been saying has come to pass. And Nigeria got so good. Nigeria happens to be like we are like a version of the Israelites. The Pharaoh we have is our political elite. They are not going to let us go easily. It has to be by force. If you read your Bible very well and you see what transpired, we Nigerians has been held in captivity for long. These people has to if they are not ready to put true people like Peter Obi, like Sowore, like Dele Farotimi, all these good people that has good intention, if they cannot let them rule, then let us go. Let us go. Let everybody be to your tent and settle scores. At least that time, you are not, if there is Yoruba nation, if there is Biafra, if there is one nation, at least you are not going to be blaming Nnamdi Kanu for the problem of Yoruba again. You are not going to blame Tinubu for the problem of Hausa again. Then we will be able, on our own accord, to sit down. We understand our language. You are the problem. We'll be able to point to you. There will be no sentiment that because Tinubu is there now, that is why you are saying you want to riot. That's why you are saying you want to demonstrate. Did you demonstrate during Buhari? So, my brother, I usually say something. The case of the Biafra and the Oduduwa is like Nigerian politician giving a piece of meat. When you give them a piece of meat, which is Biafra or Oduduwa, they say that, oh, this meat is bone. Okay, give me this bone. Let me go. They say, oh, he has a little piece of meat. What are you saying? If you don't want these people, let them go. If you cannot deal with them, let them go. Let them go and manage themselves. It's as simple as that. Yeah. They gave you a piece of meat, which is Biafra and Yoruba nation, or the Dua nation. You said, no, this piece of meat is bone. Okay, give me the bone. Let me go my own way. You say, oh, it has a little bit of meat. What are you saying? If you don't want the Igbos, let them go. If you don't want the Yorubas, let them go. If Hausa don't want Igbo and Yoruba, let them go. But as long as we want to stay together, then the rule of law must apply. Lucky Dube sang a song in his album. He said, I don't want no peace. Everybody is crying out for justice, but nobody's crying out. Everybody's crying out for peace, but nobody's crying out for justice. I don't want no peace. I want justice and equal rights. If there is justice and equal rights, we will not be talking about what we are talking. Respect is reciprocal. Respect an Igbo man. Respect their tradition. They respect yours. As long as you don't respect their tradition, you don't see them as human beings, then why would they respect you? Imagine in this present day Lagos, they are saying Igbo must go. Go where? Half of the land, half of the business, it will belong to the Igbo. Will Lagos survive with every Igbo living Lagos today? No. This is not the long time of Biafra time. When Biafra war happened, it's different. Our eyes were still dark at that time. This is a modern age. Yes, you have to bring equity to the table. You deal with them as your equal. They are not small boys. They are not nobody. We are all equals. Until Nigerians start dealing like that, then we'll be talking about way forward. Aside from that, the only solution is division. Let everybody go to their tent. If you don't want Igbo to rule Nigeria, let them go. Let them go and rule themselves. And if you are a Yoruba man, you are ruling Nigeria wrongly, I'm not going to be in support of that because you are my kinsman. Because, okay, you are Tinubu, you are Yoruba, and so what? If Nigeria is doing good, if it's an Igbo man that's going to make it good, if it's an Hausa man that's going to be good, make it good, I don't care. That is what Peter Obi said. He said, does Igbo or Yoruba buy bread differently? We buy it at the same price. We all queue at the petrol station. It's not about tribal. It's about now you guys have to be accountable. If you want us to stay together truly, we have to be accountable. It's a man that marries like 2-3 wives. The Muslim, they said that he has to be equal. He has to love them equally. He has to deal with them equally. That is the case of Nigeria. As long as you are not ready to do that, divorce all of them and be on your own. And let everybody go on their way. That's the only solution. Mm. But if you are able to deal with them, with all those wives equally, if I spend a night in your room tonight, I spend a night in your room tomorrow. If I give you $200 for pot of soup, I give you $200 for pot of soup. Mm. If you request something from me, the same thing that I give to wife A is what I will give to wife B. Then the marriage will work. If not, it's not going to work. You can't expect Igbo people to keep quiet while you keep Nnamdi Kanu and the terrorists are working freely. And
that is the bone of contention. That is the bone of contention. The terrorists are working freely.
Your defense minister is being accused of terrorism and you are holding Nnamdi Kanu. Like, I just don't understand. My brother, you know what? The issue of Nigeria, I don't understand it. It's like a bad joke. Bad joke. A joke that is no longer funny. Shetima is linked to terrorism. Your minister is linked to terrorism. And you are holding this person in captivity. Even after the court of laws is that, leave this guy alone. He has not done anything. How many people is agitating? Are the terrorists agitating for? They don't have a title. They don't have a cause. They are kidnapping, they are killing. Not in the name of religion, because they are even killing their own Muslim counterparts. So what are they agitating for? They don't have anything agitating for. It's because of the gold in Zamfara and Sokoto and whatever. What are the Yoruba agitating for? Yoruba are saying, okay, it is enough. Enough is enough. Fulani is killing us. How can you kill 29,000 people of a tribe? It's their own land.
Yeah.
In America, if you go to Texas, if I have a farm, if you encroach on my farm, I will tell you a story, my brother. There is one guy here, I was watching that story in Canada here. There is one guy, he went to kill an antelope. He shot the antelope, but the antelope jumped over the fence like a barbed wire before he died and entered into another man's compound. He went there, he climbed the barbed wire to retrieve the antelope. The owner of the land called the police on him. They charged this guy $5,000. They restrict his gun. They took his gun from him after the fine, and they retrieved his license from him that he cannot go over another man's property, even though you shot the antelope in the bush. But the antelope has crossed into the property. Before you can go and carry that dead antelope, you have to
permission
the owner of the land and seek permission. You can't cross his fence. And they said if the guy had taken out his gun and shot him, the law will leave the guy because it's encroachment. You encroach on his property.
With gun for that matter. He will tell them that you came with gun into his house.
Yeah, you came in with gun and you are on his property. You are a threat. He will kill you. The police will not do anything. But Nigeria, the other cases there, somebody will bring cows to your farm. They eat all your crops that you have labored, you have paid money to do, and you talk, they cut you with cutlass, they rape your daughter, they rape your wife, If you call the police, nothing is done. The same Fulani will be seen tomorrow around that area walking free. I cannot blame the federal government in this case because even our state governors and our kings in both Yoruba and Igbo land, it seems they were sleeping. If I am the governor of Ondo State, no Fulani dare tries that. I will go with the police with the gun, and I'm not even going to arrest the Fulani. As long as you kill a Yoruba man, I will kill you immediately. That is what should be happening. It's nonsense. So, my brother, I just want to say kudos to all the Igbo people. Big up all my Igbo brothers. You guys are wonderful. You guys are awesome. You guys are beloved, God loved. I, as a Yoruba man, if the whole Yoruba even turn against Igbo today, me, I'm championing for you guys. You guys are wonderful. You are loving people. In every tribe, they have bad people and they have good people.
That is right.
But because somebody is bored in a city, you can't call the whole city bored. So that is what I just want to say. And I pray God will continue to help you guys, give you strength. And Marcel, Nnamdi Kanu, either Nigeria likes it or not, the federal government of Nigeria is not going to see its end. It will see their hand to the bad government. By God grace.
Thank you so much, my lovely Yoruba brother. I really appreciate your from narrating how you stay with the Igbos to when you came to serve in the East and so on and so forth. Everything you said is nothing but the truth. I really appreciate your time and support.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
No problem. All right. Thank you.
All right. All right.
Some